Description: gorillas are ground-dwelling, predominantly herbivorous apes that inhabit the forest of central sub-Saharan Africa. The genus gorilla is divided into two species, the eastern gorillas and the western gorillas, and either 4 or 5 subspecies. They are the largest living primates. Lifespan: 35-40 years. Height: western gorilla, 1.6-1.7 m. Family: Hominidae. Order: Primates. Class: Mammalian. Mass: western gorilla, 160 kilograms, eastern gorilla, 150 kilograms. Encyclopedia of Life. Gorillas' natural habitats cover tropical or subtropical forest in sub-Saharan Africa. Although their range covers a small percentage of sub-Saharan Africa, gorillas cover a wide range of elevations. The mountain gorilla inhabits the Albertine Rift and cloud forests of the Virunga volcanoes, ranging in altitude from 2,200 to 4,300 meters, 7,200 to 14,100 ft. Lowland gorillas live in dense forests and lowland swamps and marshes as low as sea level, with western lowland gorillas living in Central West African countries and eastern lowland gorillas living in the Democratic Republic of the Congo near its border with Rwanda. 2. The word gorilla comes from the history of Hanno the Navigator, c. 500 BC, a Carthaginian explorer on an expedition on the West African coast to the area that later became Sierra Leone. 3-4 members of the expedition encountered savage people, the greater part of whom were women, whose bodies were hairy, and whom our interpreters called gorilla. 5-6 It is unknown whether what the explorers encountered were what we now call gorillas, another species of ape or monkeys, or humans. 7 Skins of gorilla women, brought back by Hanno, are reputed to have been kept at Carthage until Rome destroyed the city 350 years later at the end of the Punic Wars, 146 BC. The American physician and missionary Thomas Stedman Savage and naturalist Jeffers Wyman first described the western gorilla, they called it troglodyte gorilla, in 1847 from specimens obtained in Liberia. 8 The name was derived from ancient Greek, garilla, meaning tribe of hairy women. 9 Described by Hanno. The closest relatives of gorillas are the other 2 hominid genera, chimpanzees and humans, all of them having diverged from a common ancestor about 7 million years ago. 10 Human gene sequences differ only 1.6% on average from the sequences of corresponding gorilla genes, but there's further difference in how many copies each gene is. 11 Until recently, gorillas were considered to be a single species, with 3 subspecies: the western lowland gorilla, the eastern lowland gorilla and the mountain gorilla. 7-12 There is now agreement that there are 2 species, each with 2 subspecies. More recently, a 3rd subspecies has been claimed to exist in one of the species. The separate species and subspecies developed from a single type of gorilla during the Ice Age, when their forest habitat shrank and became isolated from each other. 2 Primatologists continue to explore the relationships between various gorilla populations. 7 The species and subspecies listed here are the ones upon which most scientists agree. Citation needed: Taxonomy of genus Gorilla 1, Phylogeny of superfamily Hominoidae 13, Figure 4, genus Gorilla, Western gorilla, G. Gorilla, Western lowland gorilla, G. Gorilla, Cross River gorilla, G. Dealey, Eastern gorilla, G. Barangay, Mountain gorilla, G. Barangay, Eastern lowland gorilla, G. Growlery, Hominoidea humans, genus Homo, chimpanzees, genus Pan, gorillas, genus Gorilla, orangutans, genus Pango, gibbons, family Hylobotega. The proposed 3rd subspecies of gorilla barangay, which has not yet received a trinomen, is the Bwindi population of the mountain gorilla, sometimes called the Bwindi gorilla. Some variations that distinguish the classifications of gorilla include varying density, size, hair color, length, culture, and facial widths. 2 Population genetics of the lowland gorillas suggest that the western and eastern lowland populations diverged 261,000 years ago. 14 Gorillas move around by knuckle walking, although they sometimes walk bipedally for short distances while carrying food or in defensive situations. 15 In some mountain gorillas use other parts of their hand to aid locomotion. Studies of 77 mountain gorillas published in 2018 showed 61% only use knuckle walking, but the remainder use knuckle walking plus other parts of their hand fixed walking in ways that do not use the knuckles, using the backs of their hand, and using their palms. 16 There is individual variation in the frequencies with which gorillas walk upright. Certain gorillas at Philadelphia Zoo and London Zoo have been observed walking upright more frequently and for longer distances than normal, with one gorilla at the Philadelphia Zoo often doing so to avoid getting mud on his hands. 17 wild male gorillas weigh 136 to 227 kilograms, 300 to 500 lb, while adult females weigh 68, minus 113 kilograms, 150 to 250 lb. 1819. Adult males are 1.4 to 1.8 m, 4 ft7 and to 5 ft11 tall, with an arm span that stretches from 2.3 to 2.6 m, 7 ft7 and to 8 ft6. Female gorillas are shorter at 1.25 to 1.5 m, 4 ft1 and to 4 ft11 with smaller arm spans. 2021-22-23 Groves, 1,970, calculated the average weight of 47 wild adult male gorillas at 143 kilograms, while Smith and Jungers, 1,997, found the average weight of 19 wild adult male gorillas to be 170 kilograms. 24-25 adult male gorillas are known as silverbacks due to the characteristic silver hair on their backs reaching to the hips. The tallest gorilla recorded was a 1.95 m, 6 ft5ing, silverback with an arm span of 2.7 m, 8 ft10ing, a chest of 1.98 m, 6 ft6ing, and a weight of 219 kilograms, 483 lb, shot in Olimbongo, Northern Cape in May 1938. 23 The heaviest gorilla recorded was a 1.83 m, 6 ft0ing, silverback shot in Mbam, Cameroon, which weighed 267 kilograms, 589 lb. 23 males in captivity can be overweight and reach weights up to 310 kilograms, 683 lb. 23 Gorilla facial structure is described as mandibular prognathosome, that is, the mandible protrudes farther out than the maxilla. Adult males also have the prominent sagittal crest. The eastern gorilla is more darkly colored than the western gorilla, with the mountain gorilla being the darkest of all. The mountain gorilla also has the thickest hair. The western lowland gorilla can be brown or grayish with a reddish forehead. In addition, gorillas that live in lowland forest are more slender and agile than the more bulky mountain gorillas. The eastern gorilla also has a longer face and broader chest than the western gorilla. 26 studies have shown gorilla blood is not reactive to anti- and anti-B monoclonal antibodies, which would, in humans, indicate type of blood. Due to novel sequences, though, it is different enough to not conform with the human ABO blood group system, into which the other great apes fit. 27 Like humans, gorillas have individual fingerprints. 28-29 Their eye color is dark brown, framed by a black ring around the iris. A gorilla's lifespan is normally between 35 and 40 years, although zoo gorillas may live for 50 years or more. Kolo, a female western gorilla at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, was the oldest known gorilla at 60 years of age when she died on January 17, 2017. Gorillas live in groups called troops. Troops tend to be made of one adult male or silverback, multiple adult females and their offspring. 39-40-41 However, multiple male troops also exist. 40 A silverback is typically more than 12 years of age, and is named for the distinctive patch of silver hair on his back, which comes with maturity. Silverbacks also have large canine teeth that also come with maturity. Both males and females tend to emigrate from their natal groups. For mountain gorillas, females disperse from their natal troops more than males. 39-42 Mountain gorillas and western lowland gorillas also commonly transfer to Sakanu groups. 39 Mature males also tend to leave their groups and establish their own troops by attracting emigrating females. However, male mountain gorillas sometimes stay in their natal troops and become subordinate to the silverback. If the silverback dies, these males may be able to become dominant or mate with the females. This behavior has not been observed in eastern lowland gorillas. In a single male group, when the silverback dies, the females and their offspring disperse and find a new troop. 42-43 Without a silverback to protect them, the infants will likely fall victim to infanticide. Joining a new group is likely to be a tactic against this. 42-44 However, while gorilla troops usually disband after the silverback dies, female eastern lowlands gorillas and their offspring have been recorded staying together until a new silverback transfers into the group. This likely serves as protection from leopards. 43. Thanks for watching.